Olivia, and we are here today at my house in Erdington in Birmingham. I grew up in Birmingham and I now live and work in Erdington. I was born with a condition called cerebral palsy. It was quite mild, but it was in my right leg and in my right foot in particular. So because of my cerebral palsy, my right ankle and my right leg is not as strong as my left leg, so every now and again I would trip up and my ankle would give out and I'd fall over. And a few years ago I was just going into my flat, tripped down the step and unfortunately completely broke my ankle. Just a few weeks after that, beginning of January, I was invited to go to a leadership conference up in Scotland, and I didn't realise until I got there, but the theme of the conference was healing, which was great, and I believe that God can heal, and I've seen God heal in lots of different ways before, but I didn't necessarily think there was anything for me there at that conference. And my friends started praying for my ankle. I took the boot off and I put my foot on the floor, and amazingly it didn't hurt. And I took a few steps and I was able to walk, and I was completely healed. And then they said to me, well, can you show us? And they asked me to sort of take my sock off and show them my foot, but I really didn't want to. I felt really embarrassed. Even though my ankle had been healed, I still had this funny little foot from the cerebral palsy condition. It was very sort of curled up and small and red and very ugly, and I didn't really want to stand on the stage and show everyone my foot.
So one of the other ladies who was praying said, well, why don't we actually pray for that is healed as well. And I've always known Olivia to have this problem in her foot, and so I didn't necessarily have a lot of faith that, you know, God was going to heal it. But as we were praying, I was just leaning down and had my hand on the back of her leg, and suddenly I just felt like a big shock in her, like her muscles were just pulsating and growing bigger, and they became bigger underneath my hand. We just saw her toes uncurl and flatten out.
And amazingly, before our eyes, we saw my foot just straighten out. We saw the muscles relax and my foot elongated and was just completely flat and looked completely normal. I'd never before been able to paint all of my toenails because they'd all been overlapping each other, and suddenly all my toes were flat.
Yeah, we were just really amazed because that was something she'd had since birth.
The great thing about my foot being healed is that my foot goes with me wherever I go. So if I'm ever feeling in a moment of doubt or feeling that God can't do miracles, I can just look down at my foot because it's always with me, and I always have that reminder of what God did.